Today we are discussing about a very important topic of digital electronics, the multiplexers. Multiplexers are also abbreviated as MUX or MPX. So these are the abbreviations of multiplexers. So the multiplexers are, first of all, they are combinational circuits, combinational logic circuits. Why they are called as combinational logic circuits? Because in these types of logic circuits, the output solely depends upon the combinations of the input given at that time. It means the output only depends upon the combination of the inputs. There is no memory element like the sequential circuits, which has one memory element, and because of that memory element, the previous stored value also plays a vital role in the output. But here only the input, the combination of the inputs decides the values of the output. So these are the combinational circuits. They are also known as data selectors. They are also called data selectors or switching circuits. Switching circuits. Multiplexer means many to one, means we are having multiple inputs but only single output. So the multiplexer means actually many to one. Then if we talk about the number of the inputs and the number of the outputs, let us discuss about them. Number of inputs. The number of inputs for a multiplexer can be several. Number of inputs can be fed to the multiplexers. So several data input lines. And same way, number of outputs. Number of outputs is always a single. So single output line. Now to decide which of the input will be directed as output, we need some selection lines. So the selections of the inputs is done by selection lines. By selection lines. So how many selection lines can be there? So say for example, if we decide number of selection lines, we abbreviate it as S. So S is equal to number of selection lines 2 raised to power n is equal to number of input lines. Number of input lines, and say for example we are abbreviating as number of input lines with m. So 2 raised to power n should be equal to number of inputs lines, where n is the number of selection lines. Okay? For example, if we consider that if the number of input lines is equal to 2, then according to this 2 raised to power n is equal to number of input lines. So this can be written as 2 raised to power n is equal to 2 raised to power n. The bases are same, so the power can be equated. So this implies n is equal to 1. So how many number of input lines? Because n is the number of selection lines. So how many selection lines? 1. So number of selection lines is equal to 1. Same way, if m is equal to 4, then again 2 raised to power n is equal to 2 raised to power 2, because 4 can be written as 2 raised to power 2. So n is equal to 2. So number of selection lines will be equal to 2. So if, say for example, m is equal to 4, it means 2 raised to power, sorry, not 4, now 8. 2 raised to power n is equal to 8 means 2 raised to power n is equal to 2 raised to power 3. Again n is equal to 3. So number of selection lines will be 3. And say for example, if it is 16, it means 2 raised to power n is equal to 16. This implies 2 raised to power n is equal to 2 raised to power 4, because 2 raised to power 4 is 16. So this implies n is equal to 4. The number of selection lines will be equal to 4. So this is the way how we can determine the number of the selection lines. And if obviously m is equal to 32, then the number of selection lines will be 5. So this is the way how we can have the number of selection lines. So if we define properly that what is the multiplexers, we can say that MUX are designed to switch one of the several input lines through a single common output line. But by the application of control signals. By the application of control signals. So now what are the control signals? So if we go through the block diagram of multiplexer, say for example this is block diagram. Control signals means actually the selection lines. These are the same thing. Sometimes we call it as selection lines, or sometimes we called it as control signals. So what is the block diagram? Say for example, if this is a multiplexer, m ratio 1 means m is the number of inputs, 1 is the output. So say for example, these are a number of input lines. These are a number of input lines. Okay, obviously we will be having only single output, so output here, and this is actually single output. These are the actually control signals or selection lines. So we call these as selection lines, or sometimes we called it as control signals. These can be, suppose this is S0, this is S1, and then it will be Sn minus 1. Same way, if this is the first input M0, this is second input M1, then obviously it will be m n minus 1. So these are the number of inputs, only single output, and accordingly that how many input lines are there, we have corresponding number of selection lines or control lines. So this is a block diagram of the multiplexer. So it means that if we are studying about the multiplexer, then what are the uses actually of multiplexers? These multiplexers can be used for signal routing, signals को route देने के लिए. They can also be used as data communications. We will study about these multiplexers when we talk about the computer networks, and multiplexing is a technique which is widely used in computer networks, and obviously for data bus control applications. So these are the applications which will be studied under computer architectures or microprocessors. So these are some of the uses of multiplexers. Now we will study that multiplexers, in addition to all these things, it also has one enable signal. Now we will discuss about the multiplexers with the enable signal. Multiplexers with enable signal means this is one multiplexer. These are number of inputs, single outputs, number of selection lines, which depends upon how many number of inputs we are dealing with. This is the enable signal. This enable signal is also known as a strobe input. So we will study that what is this enable signal, which can also be abbreviated as EN or sometimes only E. So it is a input signal to the multiplexer which is useful for cascading the number of multiplexer chips. Say for example, sometimes we come across certain situations in which actually cascade means we arrange 2 or more multiplexers in a sequence. So and we want only one of them to be active at a one time. So in those cases actually we make use of enable. And also this is if we are not making use of 2 or more multiplexers, even then if this enable is activated, then only this multiplexer will perform. And if it is disabled, it is not active, then this multiplexer will not perform. So it is like an on off switch for the multiplexers. When it is on, then only it does its operation. And if this signal is off, then obviously this will not operate. So this is the reason why we make use of this enable signal. It is an active low signal. Active no signal. What does it means? That is, it will perform the required operation when it is low. When it is low, then only the operation will be performed. So this is the way how we make use of enable signal in multiplexers. And more important thing is that multiplexers are realized using and or and not logic gates. Means when we actually realize it's a circuit diagram, in those circuit diagrams we make use of these basic logic gates. We have many type of multiplexers like 2 to 1, 4 to 1 multiplexer, 8 to 1 multiplexers, 16 to 1 multiplexers, etc. So it means number of inputs 2, output will be 1, number of inputs 4, number of inputs 8, number of inputs 16, output will be 1 for all these, and a number of selection lines will be 1, 2, 3 and 4. So in next lecture we will discuss about 2 to 1 multiplexers. Thank you.